Welcome again. So, after figuring out how YouTube works, I dive back into my migraine part. That's what I'm gonna do. Is seriously jumping between one or two framework to the other. It's always a pain because the brain twists and it's different concepts. Anyway, in contemporary web development, that's basically you have to do all the time. Like every year you start a new project, or every half year you start a new project, and then everything is just, okay, everything is new, let's try this new shit. So I did try some new shit, and I got a pedal back now. On my end, you can watch me now pedaling back here in my basement. This is where new projects start. You always go down to the basement. It doesn't matter how far up you got to the roof of your house, you go down to the basement. It's cheap, it's dark, it's quiet, you can just actually do stuff there. Okay, so it's my philosophy, and this time I actually share my code with you. See? VS Code, that's where we're at home. Thank you, Microsoft, thank you. GitHub Copilot for making this journey hopefully not so painful. And again, we're alone in the basement, so there's no team around to ask for pointers and so on. So, yeah, it's you there. If I have bugs and you find the answers, let me know. Nevertheless, so this should be straightforward. It's a bunch of busy work, and yeah, I made a decision overnight. So as you may have seen, I have this landing page overlay that I want to build right now. So this placeholder animation up here. And then I want to have these, each page is a section in the portfolio, which is laid out here in my Figma. And maybe just simulate it real quick. You see, have a small preview of at least the aesthetics. So yeah, there's going to be video and the animation, so it follows all the placeholder background. And so I decided not to make this page dynamic. Because that was the original plan, to be able to load new project onto the landing page. But since I'm gonna do background animation sequences that jump, and this character is gonna walk through each of those projects, I'm gonna make it static actually, because it's gonna save me a lot of time, and I can customize each section a bit more. As you see, are very different layouts. There's two columns here, 3 columns, 1 column, 6 columns, 2 columns on the left, right, text up, and then video in the background. Here there's going to be a really nice video rendering, but for that one, because this particle, I want to showcase this particle effect. And here get even more wild background with transparent PNG artifacts. These amazing artists, they're generated with an AI 2 years ago. Another layout, inverse video, and then space, no text, video, and then the demo, and wow. So it's a lot of stuff that I think is just going to be too tedious to do with. Yeah, put into the Prismic layout thingy, because actually I'm the only person using this, so why bother? It was interesting to see how the slice machine works in Prismic. It's pretty powerful. I tried it out in Sveltekit, and nevertheless, not. I'm saving myself some pain. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we save these placeholder hero section and featured sections, and what I did yesterday already is yeah, that's not the project, that's last project I was working on, but I'm gonna copy and steal some code from there. So what we got here is, see, yesterday I did this like dynamically, so I was expecting to get like data from Prismic. So I was translating this partially with the help from ChatGPT. Didn't work much, since there's like, I don't know, too many of like similarities or specifics I do. So what we're gonna do is we're just not gonna feed any data and make this static. Like, so let's say this is our our template, and so I'm gonna be really simple here. Make this optional for the future. The grid, I got rid of the grid in the layout, so yeah, that's that. Get rid of the grid for now. Here's the link to the project, so I can still do that with variables here. So that's the UEID, const UEID. I can actually declare this outside. And this is, let's say RIS Radio 2.0, I think 2. Just for example, title. Title is RIS Radio 2.0. Name, we call it a name here. Okay, let's stick to the Prismic naming. Because maybe in the future when we replace this stuff, and then I have my the type, project type. So what I'm thinking is like, maybe I get, this is what I'm thinking right now, like, maybe I'm gonna do part of this actually dynamic. So because I have each project, I just did these slices that, you know, there's a difference between, let me go into Prismic. So there's a difference between this arrangement here in the landing page, which I said I'm gonna skip. So each project there has a link to a project. In Prismic, I can pick any project that I put in the CMS, and then just link it to one of those landing page sections, featured project sections, which has a specific image and a mobile version and a background image. I was kind of thinking of that, and a video ID, which also, I don't know where to put it there, and like the setting for the grid, if it fades in or fade out. So there's not much to this, like actually this block of data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the, so partially load the data. And since I have an identifier for each of these projects, I'm just going to use that. And then in this here, I'm going to fetch the actual project from Prismic. I'm going to do that in a sec to see how this works. And then we can keep that stuff. And primary is going to come from our data. We're going to see how the data looks like. So, okay, and there I just type. We're going to not need all of this. We just need the UEID for the project as a hard-coded thing. So I think possibly we're going to like make this header sort of like a shared component. And then underneath here, we create children, a section where we can put the layout, like these pictures, how they. So this we're gonna skip this whole part. Yeah, we're gonna remove this, have a shared header here. Oh, this is amazing. This is just coming. It's coming together. About the background image, we'll figure that out later because there's also basically video and so on. So here we have the children, and let's just to be safe in case we want to inherit some props or we want to like propel down some props. We can do this here. So yes, the children could not find children. You mean children? There we misspelled it. Okay, so this is where children go. Yeah, so basically this is our features project wrapper, and inside we gonna add, we're gonna get more properties here. We get the name and the type. And what else is in the layout? Get the name, type, and the industry. And the role. Okay, so name, type, role. No, we don't need that stuff. I forgot. It's not proper. It's coming from. It's coming from our Prismic call. Prismic call. So, okay, there we go. Let's copy this from the other project, because I've been doing this a bunch of times, and it's always tedious, like, because there's two different ways I was using GraphQL. Oh damn, I'm using GraphQL here again. So I have to go to the Svelte project, in which I use the queries. So get home, get single. It's not the single page. Let's go to the actual page where you get a project. See, here's routes, projects. This is the view of a project, which I already did. All of the projects. Here's the UID, it's the specific one. So yeah, this is project detail, which we have somewhere else. But we have the call. We only need the call to that page. So see, this is a bit funny here, right? This is the logic to call from the back end, and we're gonna do this in the front end now, actually. So client, create client, fetch cookies. We'll figure that out. I think there's a different way to do this in the front end with. Let's start reading the docs, because there's a bit different in the front end. Prismic. Call. Get document from. Get document JavaScript. With the client. React, because this is as a specific way to wrap it. The Prismic React client has a wrapper. And deny Prismic React document. Use first Prismic document. It's pretty simple, actually. Use Prismic. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Homepage. It's quite simple. Use first thing. Use single Prismic document, and there's our UID. Use first Prismic document by UID. Fetch one page from a page type. This is perfect. That's all we need is use this hook. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see. No, not type by my first, because we have to define the type. So, and feature project. Use project, and here we add our UID. Great, REST Radio 2. That should return that project. Let's make sure that's actually the project. The UID project's UID. REST Radio 2.0, and yes, it's almost correct. So we got a dash in there just to separate the two. It doesn't matter actually. These UIDs you can. There's the dash. Sorry, using German keyboard layout. No, I'm using German keyboard. QWERTZ. I'm using a QWERTZ keyboard, but I'm typing in QWERTY, which is much easier for programming. Well, yeah, that's what you get. Cool. Get the document. Make a document. Keep it here. Oh yeah, it's actually, that's fine. Perfect. Prismic call. I usually call it data. about like later on when we have all the data and when we're like finalizing the page, we're gonna create these placeholders when loading, and then we can also extract like loading states for these calls as something we tackle later down the road. This is like fine tuning at the end of the project. Usually, I'd reckon a month ahead from now. Yes, it is tedious to make it properly. So, project C, document data, that's where we get our data. Just use that, that's pretty smart. We can save that hustle of naming document data, So that's where we get the name from, document data. And actually so simple, it's amazing. Let's just use this hook. We have to import this hook. Use Prismic UEID. There we go. Great. Trust me, doing this with GraphQL, which was the other idea, is a bit more pain. Gives you more flexibility though. If you use GraphQL, you can do more complex queries. If you, for example, want to get projects with a specific something, it's like this. You see on this project, we have this very complex filtering engine that combines moods, which is their own sort of a type, and then it has these genres. Yeah, that is not matching. Let's reset tempo. Let's see any results here. Yeah, you get a tempo filter. So this query is actually, it's insane. Let me show you. It's kind of fun. I want to look at it too, just for the joy. So there's the queries. Queries, and put them in. It's the Sanity, that's the other engine, the other CMS for writing. Components, hooks, pages, queries. There you go, query. So that's the broadcasts. Yeah, it's one of those crazy. So yeah, exactly. You have like all these variables you can put in different rules how to sort it. Comes in here where, and you have also this population of, you can populate each of those nodes with specific small fragments. Get broadcast range in query. So anyway, it's fun stuff to get into. It has some limitations, so trust me. It's not like if you're used to SQL, which is very powerful. Linking sometimes doesn't work because it's like an API wrapper, and it's you cannot, like, I think the power of GraphQL is more like you define in the backend like what these queries could be, and then these small snippets. Yeah, which you can't do with Prismic because they have to provide it. So yeah, but no, you have to like build your data around the API's capabilities, I guess. Anyway, back to the simple things. So we get name, industry type, video ID. Yes, this is fun. You'll see these videos at some point. Wow. Small Tillman showing up in the corner and explaining the world. Back to the featured project. It's my brain data type, and then let's put it in. Just copy this. Oops. And first one, industry from the layout, as I recall, and we have the role. We get the role. So I think, let's look at the layout. It's on the same row, so we can make this separately. Oh, and we should export our arrow. I know it's just for now, right? This is something we gotta do. Vector, and we gotta call this arrow. That's the arrow I'm gonna use. Save it to the downloads folder for now. This is a bit like working in Windows sometimes has its downsides, because like get this one tool here and the other there, and then we're gonna copy it back and forth to my Linux distribution. But on the other hand, it's actually nice because I can run a bunch of weird software at the same time, especially with the graphics section of those things. So this arrow I'm gonna put into actually a component, and there is no folder here yet, so we're gonna make one called images. Call it images. Let's call it, what do I call it? Like icons? Let's call it icons. And there, yeah, we just copy it straight in there, because I usually keep the SVG just in case, but then I turn this into a React component. So components, icons, and as you can see, I'm just gonna copy all of this. Interesting, 31, 31, it should be 32. This is just, I did it visually, okay. Now I moved the whole thing. Okay, it's part of a featured project. Where's the original component? CA create swap instance. Featured project header. It's in my components page. There you go. There we go. Great stuff. And here, gonna fix, here it's 32. Interesting. This is interesting. Let's export again and see if the same shite is happening. Let's keep this one open for now and open a new one. Replace icon and weak. Yeah, now at 32. There must be some. I must have done some accidental downscaling. Cool. Icons. So let's see how ChatGPT is handling this. Arrow.jsx. Okay. Create I say. Initialize a React component for an SVG icon. See what it does. Pretty simple. Oh, it actually gives me an icon. I wonder how that looks like. let's try that. Otherwise, you're just gonna copy our thing in there. Dimensions are wrong, but we don't worry about that. Let's just check this out. How do we see this? Like the first fastest way to see this. Gotta put it here. Arrow, put it in. Data type, data industry. And since I was looking it up as a second row, first line, div header. I'm just gonna call this header anyway. Yeah, I'm usually using this other keyboard, which has much better keys, but it does have a Bluetooth connection. That I kind of, not inter. So, header here, the arrow there, and then it's the subtitle, class name, subtitle, which is project data role. I must be honest, I'm not 100% sure if I set it up already, so I'm just gonna make it like, well, we'll see. Because I think I haven't added it to the schema yet. This came in the design phase. So this is what I like this going in. You start with code, you see what's possible. So I'll get my data from somewhere, structure some basic mock data, and slowly fill it up and display it somehow. And then you're like, oh, this is how it looks like. So again, as you remember, maybe I already did this Svelte version, and in here you basically have an individual project. I just outputted the data and then quickly layouted it somehow, and then I went into Prismic and restructured it. And I'm thinking like, yeah, that looks much more fun, right? Fixed typing, and then you actually come into layouting concepts that you then apply, right? So you have to go back and forth between code and design. It's usually, I mean, you do this with other people, which is good, but no one paying for this one, so you're the other people. Cool. So call it roles actually. Just make this potentially a comma separated list. Cool. Children, props propel down, image. Don't worry about that crap now. And I think this looks like this could work to be imported. Let's not call this slices. That's because we're not using the slices. We call this a section. Sections, right? Because we decided not to use the slice machine. There's gonna be a bunch. There's the hero section and so on. They're gonna all get in there. As we have the scenes, so like they're like a bit semantically, they're sort of the same hierarchy. So scenes, sections. That's that. Funny, like, actually it's really good to talk while you do something. It does help to internalize. So what am I really doing right now? Is this, because all these thoughts actually they're going around in my head anyway. Just when I speak them out loud, it's like a process of thinking. They make more sense, and then you kind of can follow yourself better. If that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't look like I'm doing much here, but trust me, brain needs to work things through. Okay, so we got the home page, and we got the home experience and the home interface. And in the home interface, at the beginning here, see from the example from Vava Sensei, we got these sections generated from this mock data. These food items. So each page, this is each page. We're not going to do this, we're going to do it statically. So again, we go home interface. Introduction, this is our hero section, and here are the other sections. So what we're going to do is, with each section, this is that we add featured project. Yes, featured project. Amazing. And what you can do later on is like actually wrap each of those specific ones into its own component. But we'll find out how to do that. I just realized there's a bunch of, we gotta have to do it anyway. And then we possibly have to fetch the project data one layer above, but just for this layouting process right now, it's gonna go like this. So here is some, I don't know what we do there. We don't do anything, just drop it. and possibly we have to remove in the mock data one of those pages, just to keep the balance of the page for now. Da, 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 da. Oh, and it crashes. There we go. First time. Crash. Oh, yes. Wrong import. Feature project. Yeah, where is it? Do it like this. What? Oh, it's not. Damn you. It's styled. There we go. Loader is there and cannot read property of style. There's a major crash here. And we'll find out why. Client is required to query documents. Yes. Oh, we have to wrap this possibly in a yeah, we're gonna need this stuff. You gotta create our client. Skip that part. Well, but this is like stuff you only do in the beginning of a project, and later on you're like, oh yeah, stuff works now, and then you can actually like work stuff out more on the fun side, on the actual design. So in source, we create a new file called Prismic JS, and our repo name Mozart.dev. That's me. Create the client access token. Yeah, possibly don't want to show you this. So yeah, I'm gonna do this on the other screen, and then never go back to this page. This is funny. How do you do live stream when you like have this stuff? How do people usually do it? Anyhow, I'm just gonna do this now. I just figured out I need a small run to drink some water. Welcome back. So, gotta get my access token now. Just a small screen here. I usually control my stream and such, but okay, get a home page, routes, path. I just can do this now for you to see still, and then I copy that stuff. So basically what you define here is the routes resolver. I think it's mostly necessary for if you're using the built-in Prismic link resolver. which is like Prismic link, and then you get a link, and then it kind of does that. You can also just directly link there. Who cares? So that's projects. And then it's experience. I might even set this up as pages, but at some point, let's see. Resume. But no, that's that. Resume. And I possibly gonna even add a impressum. Oh, it's called an imprint. Type. Oh no, this is not. This is yeah. Create a type. I think I only need these. So this one I possibly need the projects. Experience I don't need because they're just pages which I use through the regular React router. So just gonna create a component and link it. And I only need these to resolve like UIDs and so on. So I am not gonna do any of this right now. So perfect. Just do this for now. And let me double check how I did it in the last project. Again, this is dangerous with the with the weird access token. I should, yeah, damn, I have this. I have to do this access token thing differently. I need it from the React config. So maybe that's something that I should do right now. Like, yeah, have to go through the pain. I'm gonna put the access token not straight in the code, which is retarded. Just realized it's really retarded. Okay, I gotta change it right now. Nevertheless, that's the way to do it here. Since we want to get these UIDs. There you go. And that way we can link directly to a project. Or a page, which is something we also going to do. Generic pages are very good. Page. And any other, let's say, any other type that we have. Like, see, we have our custom types. Can't see them here. We got all these types, right? So you can could create a link for each one of those. Yeah. UID page. Type project. And I think I write it lowercase. Not a title. My brain. Cool. Yes. So the way to go forward with this is we get this from an environment, and I think there is a simple way to do this. React get environment variable. Yep. Yes. Through node. That's, oh, it's called process node. Environment, process, not secret code. Okay, and that's how we do this. So here we're gonna put in our, I'm not sure like if I stick to GitHub pages for the deployment, because I think also GitHub pages has some section for environment variables, so you can define them on the server, and then they're like only private to you, and then when the page is built, gonna be copied in here. So React app Prismic access token. Thank you, ChatGPT. That's exactly what I need. And in order to use it locally, I can either create a local environment file that is gonna, and then I add this to the package JSON. I think that's possibly we have to do. So you source it in the beginning, or you just like in the command line, you define that like React access token, and then copy it in there. I think that's what we're gonna have to do for now. Let me see. Let's just set it properly. Maybe I create an. So the idea is you have a local environment file, and you're not gonna let's say, source this. Oh, you're not going to put it in the source code. That's the whole point. You're just not checking this file in, like this env file. So, environment, this can be done. You can do edit in your shell or in env file. See? Both ways is described in the next few sections. Having the access node is powerful for my actions conditionally. Analyzing example. Yes, understand what it does. Set. See, that's what I was talking about before. It's like you set a local. Not a local. Yeah, something. Like, how do you call it? Parameter. A path variable. So react like this, and we gonna not do it like this. We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna create an environment in our check into environment local. See, that's what I mean. This is exactly default local production. Production local overrides and specific settings. It's interesting. This is really interesting stuff. Not very graphic work here. But trust me, continuous integration is really a huge step up if you ever do a project. Because once this is set up, you just save and commit, and the page is live. It changes. So that's why I'm like not so worried about having not everything in the CMS, because it's possibly easy to quickly add pages and layout in code. Shooby-dooby-doo. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. There we go. So what I'm gonna do here is react. I'm just gonna keep this app empty. Prismic access token. Funny, it offers me this stuff, so I'm just gonna keep it empty. It's like a placeholder. And yes, and the other one is the Christmas. This repository name, we also want to have that being part of the environment, to be honest, while we edit repository name. Thank you, ChatGPT. This is so good. I mean, like, see, there's like AI does help, but in the end, the framework is so complex, and you're like, there's so many thousands of ways to do this stuff. You still need to code. And then they're gonna like, yeah, it's just gonna get faster. You can make more stuff. It's just still gonna be code. I don't know who said, but in the beginning there was the command line. It's the only way to really talk to the machine. Well, you can kind of like go into the machine and just twist the bits, but not good. Cool. Got the name and that token, and then we can define more stuff here later on as we go. So I'm gonna duplicate this file and call it local. And now I think it's hard, but yeah, exactly. So it has this thing, it's called an environment. And then we have a production, and we're not going to do the production because we're going to do that through the interface. Okay. Maybe you can watch a movie. No. While I'm doing this. So, Where do I get my Prismic? Yeah, you can watch that. Let me run around in a circle while I'm doing this. We're actually not HTTPS, we just need to generate the access token now. So this is also something you can do. You can create several access tokens for like a local environment and for production. That's also safe to do, actually. Yeah. But I'm not going to do this. Oh, maybe I should. So callback did see, but local host 5173. Switch to German key. Damn it. Cool. Microphone's in the way here. Okay, so I just have this for local now, and then I create the production one later on. Yeah. Local, call it a local. Interesting, I have to figure this out. Okay, so no one can actually do anything. This, there you go. And you can save this now. Well, don't worry, the client's still gonna come at some point because we have to include the Prismic file. Okay, coming back here. Connect the app. Prismic JS has to be inside main. I guess. Oh no, I think you do import client from Prismic JS. Yeah. Ah, damn it. Okay. And then there's a wrapper. I have to figure out how the wrapper is called. Create client. Registering the API. This is the client provider exactly. That's why, like, if you have a use context, you need a context provider. I think if you watch this, you might know. Cool. So let's do these two. Much easier. Why not copy and paste the whole time? As you see, programming is mostly copy and paste, asking the AI, and then talking bullshit about it. Excellent. I'm just gonna copy this and cover it up. Out of format. Everything good. And we'll see how this goes. File, yes. Fill in your repository name so it doesn't source the environment. I think this has to do because if I have to possibly do this, restart, capture thumbnail, get context, draw a window. This is something else. Still fill in your repository name. It doesn't source the local. Okay. Oh yeah, because I have to do this. Okay, files on the left may have priority on the right. Local environment. Okay, run build. Experiment. Oh, this is fun. Wow, this is insane. Okay, okay, we just gotta do this and see how this is done now properly in the package JSON. Build. Why? God. And I think I have to pipe this. I guess. Let's see. Syntax. I'm confused about syntax. Okay. Adding environment processing to React yarn package. No, I don't like this. Whack, whack, whack. I want to source this. Oh, call. I'm gonna be out for a sec. Hi, Bernie. Okay, das klingt hervor. Da kann ich noch ein bisschen Livestream. Ciao. Doobie-doo. Well, welcome back. Accept all cookies. There we go, finally. What? No. But don't have to really do it like. Okay, I have to do this. Okay, there we go. Thought it can do it automatically, but apparently not. Doo-doo. Oh, why does it say this here? And then I don't know, it's really confusing. Yeah, here it says it's using it, but like, where does it say in this one that I have to install this actually? Not at all. Oh my god. Oh well. Well. Scripts. And then this is separate. We did it. And I guess I think this might be stupid, but we'll see that later. The following dependencies are imported but could not be resolved. Are they installed? Ah, yeah, that might be. Oh. Required. Provide a client hook. Still not. Let's clean this out. I'm confused. Doesn't. Process is not defined. Where do I get the process from? Oh, get the process on in the backend. Oh. I think I'm doing stupid shit here. Because I'm not running on the backend. Oh my god. It's a bit of a trick. No, I have 0 chance. So I need a function on the backend. And then source it from there. Oh my god. Server side. I need a server side. Because I can't inject it into the app. Oh well. Funny stuff. Okay, so let's build a small server here. React provide access tokens with express server on GitHub pages. Yeah, because I need some simple API. No, I don't need this. Netlify has something great. It's called functions. I'm gonna use that. Like, see if get Netlify functions alternative on GitHub pages. That is their marketing. Ah, damn you. It's just kind of want to do it. They're called side functions. Okay, so we can't do this at all. That's a security risk. So I might not gonna be able to publish this on GitHub at all. Part of the application, potentially. Okay, great. So let's skip that for now and jump to Netlify. Let's assume we go to Netlify for the deployment. Great. Still, we can't do this right now. Oh, but it should be able to run this, at least for the environment. Am I stupid? Why is it not? It's not exposing it. Bug. Let's log this here. Process. Just updating. Well. Damn you, process is not defined. How come? Why? Import what? Okay. Well, first React project in Vita, obviously. Interesting. Makes sense. See how this works. There's no error here, and then there is still process is not defined. I'm not doing this. Oh wow, look at this. Yes, we got that. At least we got that one. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Great. Now we still have to figure out why this is not doing this. Main, So apparently we get that data now. I get that saved now. Something loading now. Prismic client is required. Provide a client to the hook or to the Prismic higher in the component tree. Let's see why this client is not coming here. Look. And here, let's remove the logging just for security reasons. We gotta sorry. Gotta undefined access though. Still. It's such a mess. Again, migration. I'm migrating. Okay. Let me see this. So I can jump between this final thing and I can jump to my project. Cool. Sweet. Let me figure this out now. Found Soul Brother ticket. Oh no. This is a live stream, watching me. Figuring out why everything is red. Yes, it's undefined. That's great. No, that something doesn't work. Psh, shit. There you go. Yeah, so these are basics. Why it uses it? It uses it. So I can definitely remove that. Manually edit some key. Oh. Okay. Well, that's nice to know. Using different build processes. Just remove this. Apparently. This is stupid. Let's see. I just do it. Foo. Set this to bar. Okay. Do we see any bar? Bar, yes. Finally. Cool. So, just replace all this. Cool. I think it's a bit irritating. The name it should be create react app something. Variable, not react app something. So therefore, that sucks. Therefore, you suck. Okay. And I go to my main. Not gonna need to lock the client anymore. It should really work now. I see less errors. That's a good sign. Okay, let's anyway start the whole thing just in case. Doesn't source them properly. Invalid prison repository. Okay, invalid repository. Oh, because Don't worry, once this thing goes to production, I will change all these API keys just in case you spotted some. Right now you can fuck up my project. Maybe, if you geek out. Don't. Well, you can fuck up my development setup, which I don't appreciate very much. Okay, let's see. There we go. No. Ah. You fucker. Prismic repository name was an access token. I gotta read this up again. It's too stupid. What? No. Yes. Confusing. Very confusing. It's localhost. Maybe it needs the whole URL. No. As that slur. Okay. This is where my brain jumps out. Okay, you're gonna change this right after. Just now after the broken route and entry point. Ref state. Routes. So we got these routes. That's good. Hey, found it. Finally. So yeah, you got a really nice live show here. Me get frustrated, you possibly knowing, and I mean, yeah, nobody's gonna reply to this, but you could write in the chat and let me know if I'm making mistakes. In the future, I'm gonna do this much more, like since I'm gonna continue this live streaming of all the process I'm doing on the computer. I'm looking forward to you helping me out. This is like crowdsourcing the process. Okay, welcome to Svelte Dev, and we still have an error. Why do I keep doing this shit before it's done? Endpoint. Exit talk. So the client apparently is initialized. And let's see. Prismic client. Create a Prismic. Create client. The client. Endpoint. Fetch. Default params. Great. So maybe it's not coming through the router or something. Get first, get. So I really wonder why it's not coming through. Maybe it's not, because it should be initialized properly now. Prismic provider, client here, Prismic provider, there we go. Imports the app, and the app loads homepage, and the homepage. Asynchronous, so yes, I gotta do this by the way, const. There we go, I got this shit in there. See, don't leave shit around. Now we get a better error message. Seriously? I'm higher up in the order. What could be the problem? It's like, how much higher up can I get? It's getting frustrated. Frustrating. Sucker. You do request client hook return type, yeah. Yeah, let's just do it very simple. ChatGPT, I need your help. Yeah. It is? Okay. Don't need to pass the context. It's always the initial. It's that's why it's called migraine. Yes. You suck. all done. Let's try. Well, I should compare the React versions now. That's something interesting. Don't need the Apollo client anymore. Kick that out. React 18.2 and Prismic React. Potentially this could be an issue. No, I'm pulling it from the right thing too. Okay, let's try something in the app. If I use Prismic first document, so it should bring me something. This is like hierarchy is one down. And I'm just gonna deactivate it in the featured project so now so it won't cause any trouble. Or at least it throws the error somewhere else. Yeah, it should. This, I think it has to do with this shit. It's like, why is it calling the whole thing twice? It's very interesting, very interesting. So, again, if you have watched this, what the fuck's going on? Let me know, send me a sign. I will invest another 15 minutes into this and then I'm gonna give up. No, then I have to edit out anyway and oil the chain of my bike. It's very cold and icy outside, so chain is torn almost. Okay. The fiber provider, scroll control system. Dude, this is interesting. I think I have two scrolls. Something scroll. I could deal with this. Home. Okay, let's see. So, scroll controls, fiber provider. talking too much to ChatGPT. Okay, you get it, you get it. Let's see what you think of this. Yeah. I'm not doing this. I'm only seriously doing it once. By myself. So what I can check out is... I think it has to do something with this, like, maybe it's like creating the overlay. Okay, to root that out, I go to featured here, and featured project doesn't have any call to any of this. Document could be 0, so that's fine. That should not crash the application. Okay, so that error you can ignore, let's do that later. But here we get access has been blocked by cores, no access control origin headers present. Yes, it means it's... why do you have this problem now? Whoa. Scroll comes from 3. Web. Scroll. Oh, this is just the types. Okay, doesn't make much sense. Go in there. Let's check out GitHub. What I called. Okay, today I'm like... Okay, I want to search in this repository. If this... How to search it? Oh, there you go. Okay, so this is a version conflict potentially. Create red root, and then the other one is create react DOM render. Hmm. 9. I have a latest React 18. Oh, that shouldn't be it. Something else stupid. So. Well, anyway, anywho, anyhow. This is not what I wanted. I'm kind of getting tired. I can't eat too much now because we have this cheese spätzle, Käseknochen session later with the Vienna Struggle crew. So I can't eat now, but I'm slowly feeling like I'm getting really tired from not enough carbohydrates. Oh, oh, the winter. It's getting dark already. What's on? What's wrong? Home experience. Home experience. I should go into app and lock this here. Lock dock. Doc undefined grade. We can still read the course. Okay, let's read. See, completely distracted. This is possibly the worst thing to watch me struggling. This struggle is real. How? Why? Why not? Prismic. Prismic course on local dev React. Yes, there you go. Yes, this is my error. Prism, wrong tool. Yes. Oh, so this could be it. I did make a page type. No. Oh. Bad request. Response. What's bad request? Error. Oh, got it. So there was my mistake. Great. So I only have this shit left. This is something for later, because I think it has something really to do with the scrolling. Okay, great. Weird stuff there. Cool. Oh, that's the arrow. Cool, we get the arrow. Nice. Let's go. See, once this is done, once stuff is done, I can discontinue. We forget, we ignore the error message. Use Prismic document by UEID and see how this goes. Empty. And hey, it's definitely the same problem. See, I get it there and I don't get it there. I have to fix this bug. So why are you creating a second root? And it's doing create root on a container that's passed. Instead, call root render on the existing root. Instead, if you want to update it. Okay. Mr. ChatGPT. As common. Okay, so there is definitely the issue. Because there's no canvas in there. And I wonder why. Because you get this home page. See, where's the pages? Home page. No, it's inside. Oh, it's twice. No, it's inside. Canvas, inside, inside, inside. Interesting how the React. What's the report name for install React 3 try fiber? Okay. Okay, that could be wrong. So what did I do here? Okay, down add. Got new versions. The direct dependencies of each other. Oh, that's funny. Nope. It's funny how often this is called. Let's see where it crashes. Let's just go down this path. Go away here, and then we go down into our homepage. Let's see if we get it here. Use first. Oh, it's hard to see. There, it's there. Here. Awesome. Why are you there? Okay, let's try next layer. Home experience. There it goes. Inside scroll. Maybe I don't need a scroll after all. No, inside suspense. No, inside scroll controls. So why scroll controls? Okay. So what we do in order to move on, gonna ask this question. Funny. To and or before we ask, we check out the example from Wawa Sensei for the scrolling action. So going to Wawa Sensei tutorial course and see why this potentially could be problem. So scrolling session, scroll. Let's try his code. zip file. I just think I want git. Okay. Final code. Link address is link. It's not do W. If I sandbox here somewhere. No, make a sandbox. Sensei. How to unzip it? I forgot it. Unzip. Okay, let's do this. Start your. Let's see if it crashes. Yes, I trust the author. Okay, just to make sure, we got scroll controls, canvas inside, interface inside, everything is the exact same. And I want to see if that error also comes up there. Young dead. Let's see, Mr. Wawa Sensei. Sushi Panda is here. That's something. And it's not showing the error. I am really confused what's happening. Panda sushi. Cool. I gotta investigate. Experience. Orbit controls. Look at this. Interface. No scroll. Quite simple. What could be the problem? Okay, go. App. That's because that's the page for me. Everything quite same. Didn't change the structure. Wasn't stupid enough to do it. And then you go into the home experience, and here it cannot do. Use first Prismic document, why don't you come through? Da-boo-ba-doo. You scroll, everything okay. Scroll. Environment, out of fog. No, simple. So I think the only option I got now is to see if I remove something from this page, if the error still is going to show. The home page here, if I remove this one. Turn off the panda, by the way. No, still crashing. Okay, at least it's not the DOM error. So return list of 2. That error is gone. Funny. Okay, so the error, I will definitely check, because I think this might, with the HTML tag, otherwise I have to create my own layer. Or I add the context provider somewhere else. Let me see this. Let's see. Const doc. Use first. I'm getting them, understanding this. It's gonna be fun. Yes, so this is crashing. I might have a chance to move the provider into the page. I don't have to provide it every time I call a page. That's not convenient. Okay, so I think the problem here is obvious because I'm trying to structure something much more complex than a single page. So I take main. I will use this the provider. Or I provide it twice. No, it's a featured project. Homepage. Home interface. I have to do the 2 routers. Oh my god, it's like crazy. 2 apps basically running on top of each other. Okay, yes, that's the fun part. Okay, now I'm in home interface. So I think I could put straight here. Home page, home scene. Home scene, no, home scene, not home scene. Why is this outside? Weird. Yeah, so I have to change this later. See if this is redundant. Okay, good. The home page. Put it here, around this, inside the scroll, and I try here, here, and here. So either one of those is recreating the fucking DOM for 0 smart reasons. So I start inside. So, gonna import the client, not from Prismic. typing a lot today with this keyboard. It's not. Okay, no error, that's good. No, we should. Should lock this. Okay, that's cool. Let's try our actual data. So we don't. Yeah, we get an error. That's cool. And you have a problem here. Control, and he's actually this. Seriously? I wanna skip you. Skip, skippity up, skippity dap dap doobity doo. Okay. Okay, how did I structure the data? I'm gonna update the data in a second and just remember to do this tomorrow. Industry, and it's not there. Okay, let's see feature project, so I gotta. Oh yeah, we have it already locked, right? No, we didn't. Data it is. Industry it is. Name it is. Document. And where's your problem? Cannot read here. Industry. I must misspell it. Industry. I must have industry. Ah. Oh my god, I'm really a little tired. So I'm not doing more here, right? Okay, great. Yes, finally. Only thing I'm really confused is still. Good. Now we can move up our provider, which is trying to figure out. And here it crashes. And that's what we're going to ask. The example provides a page with a scroll element wrapping the interface. Make this correct. I am trying to access data from the Prismic client call. I am losing the context if the provider is outside scroll. So let's see if I can move this. It just completely crashes. Context. Yeah. Okay. So for now, what I do is I move this inside. And we figure out later how to solve this. Cool. Great. I call this a success, to be honest. And yeah, it doesn't look like much, but definitely is a success to understand how 3JS is handling context and it actually is creating a second dot. Yeah, see here, it still does the same thing. Not anymore now. Cool, cool. Yeah, so well, we gotta look into that funky stuff. Great. I might still hardcode this whole experience part. I want is there. No, I don't. Not hardcoding. We're gonna go hardcore. Okay. Final stuff today, just for feeling a bit happier about what we did, is fixing this, some styles. So I always like to do that. The letter spacing is confusing, and also we're gonna remove the text. Not text declaration, we're not gonna move it on all, but we're gonna remove it within the featured project in the context. So link, what is link? Do we have link anywhere? Interesting. So I'm not gonna do that. Oh, it's the link to the project that is overlaid to the right, or the bottom. Okay, we're gonna do that later. I just add it now, maybe. Okay, let's get it from Svelte. Slicey slice. Cool. Where do you go? Aha. No, there is no link. Cool. Easy. So I think this is just a relic. So I'm gonna remove this. I gotta figure out some nice style to do this. I think we're just gonna click on that stuff in the future. So overlay, info, hover, blur. Kinda just, let's do the styling. Okay, so info, which is like text decoration, because this is all turning into a link. To manually remove the styling on stuff where we don't want it. Apparently that's not. Not working. Funny. And font weight is also very insane. How the fuck is this? Why is this? Look at all these. Okay, we gotta go into here because we get some stuff there. See, it's like always do this. Still underlined. That's mean. Ah, I know why. There we go. Okay, so what we got? And import the right arrow. Cool, that worked. So that's a first. Right, so we have the title here and the header, and in the header you're gonna hello. Schon wieder. Oh fuck. Oh Mann. Okay, okay. Bis gleich, scheiße. Puh. Struggle is real. Damn. Später. Ciao. So, news. Electro Guzzi, amazing band. Have to cancel the tour because the drummer got a Hearsturz, a hearing drop. It's the second time in a while. So let's finish this up and meet up with the fellows. Okay, subtitle. This has to go into the subheader. Okay, so I'm gonna restructure a little bit. Don't need this. Okay, so we got all this stuff there now. Great. That shouldn't work now. Okay. I'm gonna make these transitions in the future smarter and smoother, of course. Yes. I just also call these all spans, just to be consistent. As a span with a span, that's retarded. Actually, I think we don't need the naming really, since I can do this with CSS only. And the grid tool. So that's the important thing now is to grid padding type. Yeah, we keep this and then we just go to subheader. Oh, okay. Info. Okay. Gonna remove this part and move this into subheader. Damn it. Why don't you have font size is 2 actually? Oh, we'll figure this out later. There was like a weird center. Not great, it's just my old school way. Flex. Yeah. Gap 1 RAM. Cool, that looks okay. Why is it still doing this stupid? letter spacing. Okay, it stopped doing it. It's great. It didn't save the file. Okay, and now we go into... I also think the font weight is still wrong. We can remove this. This is also wrong. Font weight. Yeah, where does this come from? Normal is 900. That's not normal. 400 is normal. It's strong we don't use because the font. Just for now. I'm gonna fix it later. Still 900. This is ridiculous. Honestly? Who the fuck does that? Oh, I accidentally inherited some crap from Mr. Wawa Sensei. There you go. That makes sense. Okay, the subheader now. Subheader. Grid is gonna be 4FR, 1FR, 1FR. And I gotta figure out why this is so indifferent. Why they're each so different. Because I got a type already. Type already has some stuff. Gonna do this. So yeah, we're gonna separate this thing later on into like a header component, which we can include into all of these projects. But for now, let's style it. Oh yeah, because I fucked it up again. Cool. Now we do this because I need this for all of them. Actually, so it's not gonna go, it's just gonna make it a span. And yes, there we go. Looks close enough. And that's where we have to see if it's what we want. Now we want them to be online. Okay, so meaning why do you use this thing overall is yeah, so this is a small problem with the width. With 100% overflow hidden. loading screen. And that's, what's that? That's the navigation. And that thing is right. And width 1%. Yeah, that's some issue. We'll figure that out later. Cool. So that's where our thingy goes. Funny thing now, 3JS is missing in the background. Oh, because we turned it off. Okay, so very last thing we have to get out is add the body background color var background. So yeah, when this loads now, it doesn't change the color anymore. It did change the color. Background color here. This is wrong. Okay. Index. Okay, my colors are off because I'm using a agent. No, it's not off. 10%. Maybe it also doesn't get this context. Nevertheless. Okay, good. Last thing. I don't want this sushi. No, last thing is, let's just get this stuff done. Turn that also on. And yeah, you can change this markup later on. And but I turn my experience on homepage. Okay, there we go. Some sushi scrolling by. Grid is still off. Oh, that stuff is done. Cool. I am happy for today, and yes, thank you so very much. This was it for today. Yeah.